What is going on, brothers and sisters of today? So I want to go over something real quick. I know that I'm burned and I know my voice is going out, but that's all good. If you feel like your situation is going horrible, or it's getting drug out, or it's just not going to plan, there's a way to fix it. Okay? Now I'm going to come from a different approach because how to fix it is simply by what you say. Okay? When you're talking about your situation, maybe it's to yourself, maybe it's to your friends, maybe it's to your family, are you talking about it in a sense of, oh man, I can't believe like this is happening and this is happening. It's just like so annoying, and you start like complaining about your situation. Or are you saying, man, you know what? Even though this is hard, like I'm really grateful that I'm able to go through this because I'm get to learn this. I get to, know what to do next time and all these things. Which one are you doing? Because the thing is, you cannot stop not having bad experiences in your life or just harder experiences in your life. It's inevitable, right? You're going to go through that. So that's something that we have to accept first as being human beings, right? We just have to accept like, oh, like this, like things are going to happen in my life and I can't have full control over it, but what I can control is my feelings and my emotions and the way that I actually perceive those situations. Okay? So I want to put it in perspective for you guys. What benefit does complaining, does whining, does talking negatively about your situation do? Like seriously, what benefit, like what good thing does it do? Right? It might make you feel a little bit better because you vented about it, but what good does it do after that? Like, does it change your situation? No. Okay. So if you're looking at it in a state of how can it be the most productive and beneficial thing for me? Well, the thing is, when you talk about your situation or whatever's happening in a positive sense, it releases a toxin to make you feel better. Okay? Not only that, but when you start saying negative things, your mind already clicks and starts focusing on the negative things. Rather, if you were to talk about the positive things, like I get to learn this, I get to do this, I get to, not I have to, I get to, your brain automatically starts looking at all the positives, right? And so it's really important to have that frame of mind, and it's not an easy thing at all, right? I mean, I'm not saying like I have this world-class mentality of like, like I'm always positive. No, like I'm a person, right? I'm a human being. I'm not always the most positive person in the world, but I've managed to cut it down to where I'm not as negative for a long period of time. Okay? Because it used to be like it would affect me for, I don't know, like 24 hours, depending on the situation, obviously. 24 hours, maybe 12 hours. But then I've now cut it down to about maybe a solid, like, depending on the situation, obviously, per average, it's like an hour. Like, it takes me an hour. That's it. And so, I mean, it could be a lot better, right? But the thing is, I'm a type of person that likes to deal with the thing right then and there rather than like kind of stuff it, and then have it come back and then blow up. I'm not a fan of that. So that's why I deal with it for the hour. Okay? And so it's really crucial to say the positive things because, like, if you look at it in a logical sense, it doesn't do any good if you just talk about negative stuff. Really, it doesn't. It doesn't do any good. It doesn't change your situation. It doesn't help your situation. If anything, you're just complacent, okay? But if you talk about, in a logical sense, if you talk about the good things, the thing is you are going to feel good, right? You're going to be more appreciative. You're going to feel more thankful. You're going to see all the positives. So, for example, there's no water running here at my Airbnb. Okay, it's totally fine though. Like I'm not in any worry about it. I'm actually really grateful for it because it actually shows how much I actually need water on a daily basis. And the thing is, I'm also really appreciative of the US specifically because I'm in a different country, and this is a regular thing that happens where like they just need to shut down the water for 24 hours. Okay, that doesn't happen in the US, rarely at all. So that's something that I can really appreciate, and I'm actually really thankful for that because I get to have water in the US a lot more than here, right? And so my point is that you have to be very careful with what you say, because at the end of the day, like, it doesn't do you any good. And if you start saying positive things, you're going to feel a lot better about yourself. You're going to feel a lot better about life. And why would you want to live life angry? Why would you want to be living life ungrateful? Why would you want to live life just like negative? Because from my experience, trust me, my nickname was Black Cloud growing up within my family. So I totally get it. What benefit does it do? Because the thing is, when you are negative, it actually takes more energy to be more negative. And there's also a study too that it takes more energy to frown than it does to smile. It takes more muscles to frown than it is to smile. Isn't that weird? It's pretty weird. And so if that comes into play, then like, why not just be happy? Like, yeah, it's hard. You can deal with it right then and there. It's hard. But don't let it fester, right? You can look at the positives of things. It's not an easy thing, but it's a thing to always work on, right? That's the beauty about life. There's always things to persist to master, okay? And what really blew my mind and what really kind of brought my attention to just like being thankful, I noticed that the Bible does talk about being thankful a lot, okay? But I didn't really realize how much, so I looked it up. So it's mentioned in the Bible, there's 400 verses of being thankful. That's pretty cool. That's a pretty cool statistic to know. And it just shows that God wants us always to be thankful too. Because the thing is, when you're negative and you aren't grateful, the thing is, you are indirectly disrespecting what God does to you or what God provides for you, right? Because the thing is, depending on your situation, I can't judge, right? But there's always at least one thing to be grateful for. One thing. Now, that one thing is going to do a lot more tremendous growth than 10 negative things. Okay? And so I just want to put that in perspective for you guys. I hope you guys are all having a really good day. Because I'm having an awesome day just because I got a bucket of water in there and I got to utilize it for like 5 different things. So it's going to be a fun challenge. But I hope you guys like this stuff. Leave a comment down below on any thoughts or takeaways. I'm more than happy to answer any questions as well. If you want to see more of this stuff, I mean, obviously hit the subscribe, right? It's not a big deal either. I also would like this kind of stuff to be posted out to other people because I know some people do need help with this. So anyway, hope you guys have a good one.